Look at your life for a moment. Really look. Is this the person you once dreamed of becoming? Is this the future you imagined when you were younger, braver, more hopeful? Or have you been drifting, quietly, slowly, almost invisibly, into a life you never consciously chose? Most people don't waste their life in big, loud, obvious ways. They waste it silently, in small, unnoticed moments. The dreams they postpone, the habits they ignore, the promises they break to themselves. Time slips through their fingers like sand, and they don't even feel it leaving. But you are not like most people, because something deep inside you has started to whisper, then to shout. You can feel it, can't you? A pressure in your chest, a spark in your mind, a quiet voice telling you, this is not all you were meant for. That voice is your future calling. That spark is your potential waking up. That pressure is your soul reminding you that you still have more to give, more to build, more to become. You are ready to rise, ready to break the cycle that kept you small, ready to step into the life you were born to live. Your new life doesn't start next week, next month, or someday. It begins the exact moment you decide you're done wasting it. And that moment is now. 1. The clock that never stops. Life does not pause, slow down, or wait for anyone, no matter how overwhelmed, confused, or unprepared they feel. The sun keeps rising, the sun keeps setting, and the world keeps spinning forward whether you are moving with it or not. You may think you have time. You may believe you can start later, or that tomorrow will somehow be easier, clearer, or more comfortable. But tomorrow is never promised, and every day you postpone the life you want is a day you can never get back. The truth is brutally simple. Every moment you delay your dreams, your life delays its rewards. Many people waste years waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect clarity, the perfect motivation. They convince themselves that they need more confidence, more time, more experience, more signs before they take action. But nothing perfect ever arrives. Life never hands you the ideal conditions. Only time arrives. But then it leaves, silently and permanently. The minutes you lose are gone forever, and the only question that remains is whether you use them to move closer to your dreams or drift further away. Most people don't realize this until it's too late, until they feel the weight of years slipping through their fingers. But you have a chance to understand it now, before regret has a chance to grow roots. The clock is always ticking, steady, unforgiving, honest. It asks you one simple question every day. Are you moving with it, or are you standing still while your life races past you? The only moment you truly own is this one, right now. And if you use it wisely, it can change everything. Time does not wait, but you can choose to no longer waste it. 2. The habit of wasting life. Most people do not waste their life in dramatic, destructive, or obvious ways. They waste it slowly, quietly, invisibly through habits so small that they barely even notice the damage. Life is rarely ruined by one big mistake. It is weakened by 1,000 tiny ones. It happens in the simple moments when you tell yourself, just one more video, or just 10 more minutes, or I'll start next week. It happens when you say, I'm too tired, or it's already too late, and convince yourself that tomorrow will magically be different. These tiny decisions feel harmless, but they repeat. And repeated actions become habits, and habits become your life. Without realizing it, you train your mind to delay, to distract, to choose comfort over growth. One postponed task becomes two, then 10, then a lifestyle. Procrastination becomes normal. Wasting time becomes normal. Letting your dreams sit untouched becomes normal. And once something becomes normal, it becomes very hard to break. But the truth is simple. Your life today is the sum of the small decisions you made yesterday, and your future will be shaped by the choices you repeat starting now. Life does not transform in one giant heroic moment. It transforms through the tiny, consistent actions you repeat every single day. A little focus, a little discipline, a little intention, a little progress repeated again and again. Those small steps build a strong foundation. Just as small negative habits quietly weaken your life, small positive ones quietly rebuild it. You don't need to fix everything in a day. You only need to interrupt the old pattern and replace one small moment at a time with something better. Because the habit of wasting life is powerful, but the habit of improving it is even more powerful. If you start now. 3. Comfort is a beautiful trap. Comfort feels warm, safe, and familiar, but it carries a hidden danger that most people never see until years have passed and their potential has faded. Comfort presents itself as a friend, as something gentle, easy, and kind. But beneath the surface, it is a silent trap that keeps you exactly where you are. It holds you still, keeps you quiet, and convinces you that staying the same is easier than growing. Comfort doesn't chain you loudly. It wraps around you softly, like a blanket, until you no longer notice how much it restricts your movement. Every dream you want, success, confidence, discipline, better habits, a stronger mind, a new skill, a new identity, all of them live far outside your comfort zone. Nothing great has ever been created from comfort. Comfort is the enemy of progress. It is a soft prison disguised as peace. It keeps your potential asleep and your ambition silent. And the more you choose comfort, the harder it becomes to escape it. But the moment you step outside of it, even just a little, you begin to feel alive again. Growth is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable. But regret is far more painful. Regret is sharp, heavy, and lifelong. It is the voice inside that says, "You could have done more." Comfort never tells you the price you will pay later. It only gives you the pleasure you feel now. But if you want a life that feels meaningful, powerful, exciting, and full of purpose, you must be willing to leave the soft prison behind. You must choose challenges over ease, effort over excuses, and growth over fear. Because every step you take outside your comfort zone expands your world, expands your confidence, and expands your identity. And slowly, moment by moment, you become the version of yourself you were always meant to be. 4. The pain of regret. Regret is one of the heaviest emotions a human can carry, far heavier than any failure you will ever experience. Failure hurts for a moment. A sting, a disappointment, a temporary bruise to your pride. But regret? Regret settles into your soul and stays there. It grows heavier with time. It whispers reminders of the things you didn't do, the chances you didn't take, the dreams you let die quietly. You will never regret trying, even if you fall short, even if you fail, even if the result isn't what you hoped for. Effort always brings growth, but you will always regret not trying, because the mind never forgets the opportunities it abandoned. Many people reach the end of their life carrying a heart full of unanswered questions. What if I started earlier? What if I believed in myself when no one else did? What if I took that chance instead of letting fear stop me? What if I didn't give up? These questions stay with you. They echo. They haunt. Regret is born not from the dreams we chase, but from the dreams we bury too soon. You cannot rewrite your past no matter how deeply you wish you could, but you can build a future that you will be proud to remember. Life is too short to carry the weight of regret, too precious to waste on hesitation and fear. The best moment to begin is not yesterday. It is this moment right now. As long as you are still breathing, you have time to shape your destiny. Start now, while you still can, while life still gives you the chance, while your story is still being written. 5. The power of one decision. Your entire life can shift from a single decision, one moment of courage, one moment where you choose action over fear, one moment where you decide you are done wasting your potential. People often think change requires complicated plans, the perfect timing, or endless motivation. But in reality, transformation begins the instant you draw a line in the sand and say, "No more." You don't need a flawless strategy. You don't need to feel confident every second. You don't need to be perfectly ready. You only need one clear, powerful decision. I will not waste my life. Say it with your chest. Feel it in your bones. Own it until it becomes a truth that lives inside you. Because that single decision marks the beginning of a new chapter. One where you take responsibility for your life, where you reclaim control, where you refuse to drift through your days on autopilot. This decision opens the door to purpose. It pulls you out of old habits and into new possibilities. Every great story, every great success, every powerful transformation begins not with perfection, but with clarity. One bold moment can change the entire direction of your future. You don't need the whole path right now. You only need to take the first step with conviction. That is the real power of a decision. It turns intention into movement, dreams into plans, potential into action. Let this be your moment of clarity, your moment to choose a life you won't look back on with disappointment. If you want your story to change, your decision must change first. And that moment is right now. 6. Find your real reason. Most people waste their life not because they are weak, lazy, or incapable, but because they do not know why they are living. They move through their days without clarity, drifting from one routine to the next, repeating what everyone else does, following the noise of the world instead of the voice inside their heart. A person who does not know their reason will always feel lost, bored, or disconnected. They will fall into distraction easily, avoid challenge naturally, and settle for less than they deserve because they have no internal fire pushing them forward. To stop wasting your life, you must know your reason. You must understand what drives you, what fuels you, what forces you to rise even on the days you feel empty. Ask yourself, why do I want to grow? Why do I want to improve? Why do I want a better future? Your reason must be strong, stronger than laziness, stronger than fear, stronger than the excuses that whisper to you when life gets difficult. Maybe your reason is your family, the people you want to protect and support. Maybe your reason is independence, the desire to rely on no one but yourself. Maybe your reason is the pain of your past, the promise you made to yourself never to go back. Maybe your reason is the hunger to build a life that reflects your true potential. Whatever your reason is, hold it tightly. Write it down. Repeat it daily. Make it the engine that keeps you moving even when motivation disappears. Because motivation fades, but purpose stays. A strong why creates a strong life, and once you discover your reason, Your life will no longer be something you waste. It will become something you build with intention. 7. Your mind is your home. Your mind is the place you live long before you live anywhere else. It is your first home, your permanent home, and the only home you carry with you every single day. If your mind is messy, your life feels messy. If your mind is weak, your life feels weak. If your mind is confused, your life feels directionless. But when your mind is strong, focused, and disciplined, everything in your life begins to rise to that same level. To stop wasting your life, you must take care of your inner world. Feed your mind thoughts that build you instead of break you. Feed it discipline that shapes your habits. Feed it knowledge that expands your understanding. Feed it hope that keeps your future alive. Stop letting negativity take permanent residence in your mental space. Stop allowing fear to control your decisions. Stop handing your dreams to self-doubt. Your mind is your home. You are the builder. You decide what stays. You decide what leaves. You decide what grows. Many people spend years trying to fix their life without first fixing their mind, but everything begins from within. A disciplined mind produces disciplined actions. A focused mind produces focused effort. A hopeful mind produces hopeful outcomes. Strengthen your inner world, and your outer world will follow. When your mind becomes a place of clarity, courage, and ambition, your life becomes a reflection of that strength. A strong mind creates a strong life, and you have the power to build it every single day. 8. Cut out distractions. Distractions are the silent thieves of your life. They don't break in violently. They slip in quietly, softly, hidden behind things that feel harmless. A quick notification, a short video, a message that can wait, a scroll that feels innocent. But every second you give away to distraction is a second you will never get back. And while you may not feel the loss today, one day you will look back and realize how much time disappeared while you weren't paying attention. Your phone can become a cage disguised as entertainment. Social media can become a world where hours vanish, confidence fades, and dreams slowly dissolve. Noise, digital, mental, emotional, can drown out the voice inside you that knows what you are meant to do. The truth is simple. You cannot build a meaningful life in a distracted mind. If you want to grow, if you want to transform, if you want to rise higher than your old self, you must reclaim your attention. Focus is the most powerful currency you own. Focus turns ordinary days into extraordinary progress. Focus is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. To protect your focus is to protect your future. Start small. Turn off notifications that don't matter. Take breaks from the endless scroll. Create time where your mind is free from digital noise. Choose silence when the world becomes too loud. Remember this: every minute you choose focus, your life moves forward. Every minute you choose distraction, your dreams move further away. The world will always offer you things to waste time on. You must offer yourself something better, a future worth fighting for. 9. Discipline is your best friend. Discipline is not your enemy. It is the strongest friend you will ever have. It is the quiet force that guides you when motivation disappears, the steady hand that keeps you moving when your emotions try to pull you backward. Everyone dreams, but only disciplined people turn dreams into reality. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means choosing progress over comfort, growth over laziness, purpose over excuses. You do not need to have talent to win. You do not need to be gifted or special or naturally confident. Discipline is the great equalizer. It gives power to the ordinary and turns them into the extraordinary. One small discipline repeated daily becomes unstoppable momentum. When you train yourself to take action even without motivation, you become dangerous in the best way. Because now you are not controlled by moods, distractions, or excuses. You become someone who keeps promises to yourself. And that is rare. People often mistake discipline for punishment, but discipline is the highest form of self-love. It is you telling your future, I will protect you. It is you choosing long-term reward over short-term comfort. It is you choosing who you want to become instead of staying who you currently are. If you truly want to stop wasting your life, build discipline like a muscle. Push yourself a little more each day. Stay consistent even when progress feels slow. Show up when your mind tries to bargain for comfort. Because once discipline becomes a part of who you are, everything else becomes possible. 10. The people around you shape you. Your environment is not neutral. It is shaping you every minute, whether you notice it or not. The people you sit with, talk with, laugh with, share ideas with, dream with. These people slowly become the mirrors that reflect your future. If you surround yourself with people who complain, you will start complaining. If you surround yourself with people who waste time, you will waste time. If you surround yourself with small thinkers, your dreams will shrink to match theirs. But if you sit with dreamers, your mind will open. If you sit with disciplined people, your habits will rise. If you sit with achievers, you will feel pulled toward success, not by force, but by energy. Your circle is the invisible teacher that molds your mindset. You become like the people you spend time with, not because you choose to imitate them, but because humans naturally absorb the behaviors, beliefs, and standards of their environment. So ask yourself, who is shaping your life right now? Who is influencing your decisions? Who is secretly controlling your habits? Who is pulling you upward or downward? Choose people who challenge you to grow, who inspire you to think bigger, who push you to take action, who celebrate your progress, who believe in your dreams even when you doubt yourself. And if you don't have those people in your life yet, become that person yourself. Become the one who works hard, who thinks deeply, who aims high, who refuses to settle. When you raise your own standards, you naturally attract others who live at that level. Your circle is your future. Choose it wisely. 11. Build skills, not excuses. In life, excuses are easy. Skills are powerful. Excuses give you comfort. Skills give you freedom. Most people stay stuck not because they are incapable, but because they choose excuses over growth. They say, I don't know how, instead of, I will learn. They say, it's too hard, instead of, I will try. They say, I'm not ready, instead of, I will start anyway. But the truth is simple. Every skill you build becomes a new opportunity you unlock. Skills create confidence. Skills create income. Skills create independence. Skills create a life you don't need to escape from. You don't have to transform overnight. You don't have to master everything. You just need to start learning. Slowly, consistently, intentionally. Learn communication so you can express your ideas with clarity. Learn English so the world feels bigger and your opportunities expand. Learn discipline so your progress becomes unstoppable. Learn how to manage money so your future becomes secure. Learn creativity so your mind stays alive. Learn leadership so you can guide yourself and others. Every new skill is a seed that grows into a better version of you. The people who change their life are not the people with the best opportunities. They are the people who build the best skills. Start where you are. Use what you have. Grow a little every day. Because your skills are your real wealth, your real power, your real advantage. Build them and watch your entire life shift. 12. Your future needs you. Your future self is not someone distant or imaginary. They are real. They are waiting. They are standing on the other side of your excuses, your fears, and your delays. Imagine that version of you, stronger, wiser, healthier, more confident, more disciplined, more alive. That future self is not built by luck. It is built by every step you take today. The dreams you hold in your heart, the changes you want to make, the success you hope to experience, all of them depend on the decisions you make right now. Not tomorrow. Not when things calm down. Not when life gets easier. Now. The truth is simple. When you delay your growth, you delay your future. When you refuse to act, you refuse the life waiting for you. Every time you choose comfort over progress, your future self whispers, "Please don't give up on me." Your future needs you to show up. Your future needs you to try again. Your future needs you to make small improvements that will create big changes. You are not just living for today. You are building the foundation for the person you are becoming. So take a moment and picture the life you want. Picture the peace, the confidence, the freedom, the strength, the success. That life is possible. That person exists, but they cannot appear without your effort. Your future self is waiting for you. Don't make them wait any longer. 13. Turn pain into power. Pain is not a punishment. It is a message. Every human feels pain, failure, disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal, stress, fear, pressure. But the difference between people who grow and people who stay stuck is simple. The strong turn pain into power. Pain reveals what needs to change. It highlights the parts of your life that no longer serve you. It pushes you out of the comfort that kept you small. When you learn to listen to your pain, you become unstoppable. Pain whispers, "You are meant for more." Pain reminds you that you have strength you haven't used yet. Pain forces you to look at what you've been avoiding. Your struggles are not signs of weakness. They are signs that you are alive, learning, and evolving. Every failure can sharpen your thinking. Every setback can strengthen your resilience. Every heartbreak can deepen your understanding of life. The world wants you to fear pain, but pain is one of your greatest teachers. It teaches you what matters. It teaches you what no longer belongs in your life. It teaches you that you can survive moments you thought would break you. Do not run from pain. Do not numb it. Do not hide from it. Use it. Let it fuel your growth. Let it push you toward your goals. Let it transform you into someone wiser, tougher, and more determined. Pain is not the end of your story. It is often the beginning of your power. 14. Start before you feel ready. No one starts ready. Not successful. Not confident. Not the talented. Everyone begins with fear in their chest, doubt in their mind, and uncertainty in their hands. The idea that you must feel ready before starting is the biggest lie that keeps people stuck. If you wait for the perfect moment, the perfect mood, the perfect plan, you will wait forever. Life rewards the brave, not the prepared. You must start before you feel qualified. Start before you understand everything. Start before you feel confident. Start when your hands shake. Start when your voice is unsure. Because action creates clarity. Moving forward makes the path visible. Every small step removes a little fear. Every tiny effort builds a little confidence. Momentum does not appear on its own. You create it. You learn by doing. You grow by trying. You improve by beginning while you're imperfect. Think of every great achievement in history. None of them began with someone saying, "I am fully ready." They began with courage, not certainty. Your life will change the moment you begin. Not when you feel ready, but when you choose to begin despite the fear. You are capable of far more than you think. The door to your new life will not open itself. You must turn the handle. 15. The meaning of a life well lived. A meaningful life is not measured in money, applause, followers, or fame. It is measured in growth, courage, purpose, and the quiet moments where you choose to rise instead of remain the same. A life well lived is built from small daily choices. Choosing effort over laziness, choosing courage over fear, choosing kindness over pride, choosing progress over excuses. True success is becoming someone you are proud of. Someone who didn't just drift through the years, but shaped them. Someone who learned, improved, created, tried, failed, tried again, and kept moving forward. A meaningful life is one where you used your gifts instead of hiding them. One where you followed your dreams instead of burying them. One where you refused to waste your time on things that drained you or people who didn't value you. A valuable life is not perfect. It is intentional. It is honest. It is lived with purpose, effort, curiosity, and heart. You don't need to be the best. You just need to become your best. You don't need to impress the world. You just need to respect yourself. At the end of your life, you won't remember the doubts, the fears, the moments of hesitation. You will remember that you kept going, that you gave your best, that you grew, that you lived. A great life is not built in one moment. It is built one day at a time. 16. Today is your turning point. Everything you have ever wanted, every dream you have ever held close, every change you have ever wished for begins now. Not next month, not next year, not someday. This very moment, right here, right now, is the only moment that truly belongs to you. It can be the turning point, the instant when everything shifts, when you decide to wake up, rise, and take control of your life. Every mistake, every failure, every regret of the past has led you to this point, preparing you for the choice you are about to make. Your past does not define you, but it has taught you, shaped you, and brought you here, ready for more. Your life is far too precious to waste in hesitation, far too extraordinary to let slip away in excuses, and your potential is far too powerful to leave untapped. Every dream you have is waiting for action. Every goal you have is waiting for courage. Every vision you have is waiting for momentum. Today is the day you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than fear, more than doubt, more than laziness. Today is the day you stop waiting for permission, stop waiting for motivation, and start showing up for your own life. Stand up. Take the first step, however small it may feel. Show the world, and more importantly, show yourself what you are truly capable of. The life you want, the person you want to become, the legacy you want to leave all begin with the choices you make today. Make this moment count. Make it matter. Make it the beginning of a new chapter, your chapter, where you no longer settle, no longer postpone, no longer waste another second. Today is your turning point. Choose it. Own it. live it. Final message. You have one life, one chance, one story, and it is entirely yours to write. Every moment you live, every choice you make, every thought you entertain is a brushstroke painting the life you will look back on one day. You cannot borrow time, you cannot rewind mistakes, and you cannot pause the clock. That is why every second matters, every effort counts, and every decision shapes the person you are becoming. Your story is not defined by the things you dream about, but by the actions you take to make those dreams real. It is not measured by comfort or ease, but by courage, persistence, and the willingness to grow. Make it a story worth telling, a life worth living, and a journey that fills you with pride when you reflect on it. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait for someone else to validate your worth. Build the life you want from this moment forward. Shape it with intention, live it with passion, and defend it with discipline. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to become stronger. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, and every small step forward compounds into a future you can be proud of. Don't waste your life on distractions, excuses, or fears. Own it. Fight for it. Transform it. And if you are ready to take control of your life, fuel your growth, and unlock your full potential, subscribe to the channel for more guidance, motivation, and strategies to make every day count. Build it. Shape it. Live it.